My girlfriend, 26 female, accused me, 29 male, of stringing her along when I decided I didn't want children. I'm 29 and have been with my girlfriend for just under 4 years. My girlfriend is 26. When we got together, neither of us were certain on if we wanted children, so we agreed to just discuss it further down the line when we were more sure of what we wanted. I've recently come to the realization that I don't want kids. I enjoy my free time and enjoy going on holidays I want to go on without factoring in activities for children, etc., among other reasons. I sat my girlfriend down and explained this to her. She got annoyed and said she thought we could start trying for a baby in the next couple of years. I asked why she hasn't actually mentioned this to me since we agreed to talk about things when we were more sure. She just accused me of stringing her along, but I pointed out I've discussed it with her when I knew, whereas she didn't actually tell me what she was thinking. She just said I clearly wasn't serious about her and didn't love her enough, but I just pointed out that has nothing to do with it. How would you handle this? TLDR, my girlfriend and I were not sure on if we wanted children. I've decided I don't want them and told my girlfriend. She accused me of stringing her along and said that I wasn't serious about her. My friend's brother had a similar situation. Although he always knew he didn't want kids, he told her this from the start. Years later, well into a marriage, she gave him the ultimatum of kids or divorce. He divorced her. Point being, if you don't want them, you don't want them. It's not too late to cut ties if it's a deal breaker for her. She's just disappointed and struggling with the reality that she will have to start over with someone new if she wants a family. She probably loves you and doesn't want to have to give that up for the future she wants. But the reality is, you two are no longer compatible. And she is going to have to face those facts, and it's going to hurt. Break up. No one is wrong in this situation, it's just one of those things that you can't compromise on. Sometimes people react illogically when they need to face hard truths. Your girlfriend is upset because she had planned out her next few years and now the rug was pulled out from underneath her, but there's no way you could have known this since she never shared these thoughts. She could also be reacting this way because she's hoping you'll change your mind to keep the relationship, or that you'll say, no, we'll have kids anyway just so we can stay together. Obviously those aren't very viable options here. No matter what you do in life, someone will see you as the villain. As bad as that might feel, there's nothing to do to change it. Time to move on. You two are not compatible. It doesn't matter. She wants kids, you don't. Time to break up. Her feelings are confused. You didn't string her along at all, but she did end up wasting her time. Don't delay, cut this off. It's unfortunate this is how it ends, but it must end now. Wifey, 42F, makes fun of me, 42M, every time I tear up over a movie. How do I change her behavior? My wife and I have been together for approximately 6 years and I'm sick and tired of her making fun of me every time I end up tearing up over a movie or something. I know that as a dude it's not manly for me to tear up when we watch a sappy movie, but it is who I am and I can't stop it despite my trying. Something inside me is broken, plus I'm empathetic, so movies just set me off, no clue how to stop it. Of course I'm sure I can mentally tune out when I start feeling emotional. But who wants that when you're watching a movie? This is the third time she's made a comment like, "Aw, are you crying?" in a teasing manner, then attempting to gaslight me when I get pissed around it. We get into a fight over it every time, and every time she acts apologetic after her gaslighting fails. I'm fucking sick of it. I don't want to leave my wife over something as stupid as this, but I don't know how to get her to change her behavior. Ironically, she views herself as a feminist and industry-changing woman, and hates that she wasn't treated the same as the men in her industry. But she also perpetuates the toxic mentality that men are not supposed to have emotions. I don't know what to do. How do I fix this behavior from her? How do I get through to her? You know, as a feminist fighting workplace inequality, you sure seem invested in mocking men's emotions, matching that energy you mentioned. Your wife's behavior isn't just annoying, it's straight up hypocritical, my friend. She's pulling that, "Aw, are you crying?" bullshit while fighting against discrimination? Nope. Those tears are pure emotional intelligence, and to be honest, that's sexy AF. The problem isn't your feelings, it's her insecurity around them. Give me a sensitive man over a robotic jerk any day. She is being ridiculous. Have you asked her if she fought against toxic men so that she could have their powers of toxicity? Seems like rather than trying to eradicate ugly behavior, she fought for the power to be equally as ugly to those who don't deserve it. Text her really quick, ask her and let us know. If she's not willing to do counseling with you, you could refuse to watch movies with her because you're done with her bullying you. My husband is the manliest man I know, and most of that I mean in his character. But when he tears up over a movie, it is the sexiest thing about him. It makes me love him even more. I'm tearing up myself thinking about it. There's nothing sexier than a man who has the empathy needed to cry during a movie. Emotional intelligence is the hottest thing. Someone sent a gift to my boyfriend's 21M workplace pretending it was from me 21F. A parcel was sent to my boyfriend's workplace with a note saying, "Saw this and thought of you from my name," and it was gift wrapped by Amazon. The packing slip inside explained the order summary and it said it was a book called Cheat, A Man's Guide to Infidelity. He has said it's creepy and strange, and he has no idea who sent it and that it doesn't make sense. I believed him by default, but as I thought about it more, it doesn't make sense that someone would spend £13 to get something like that delivered to him. They're obviously trying to communicate a message. Is there any way I can find the identity of the sender, and would it be stupid to believe him that there's nothing to this? At first, I thought it was someone's malicious attempt to split us up or a bad joke, but if I think about it more, I can't imagine anyone would send that without there being truth to it. He's not even in work now until after Christmas, so this person who sent it obviously didn't know his schedule. I am just so confused, please help. He does go out drinking a lot on weekends and won't text me for several hours. Maybe he got with a girl and she found out he had a girlfriend and was bitter and wanted to scare him. He's a nice guy, there is no reason anybody would be out to get him or us. To clarify, we were on FaceTime at the time and he said, "OMG, what did you send to my work?" I said nothing. Then he had to tell me what was in it because he was opening it in real time with me on the phone. Unlucky. We're in a long-distance relationship, 4-hour train journey. So whoever did it didn't do it because they want to get with me or have it out for me. They wouldn't know me. Update. He confessed to kissing a girl and dancing with her 4 months ago, which is enough proof for me to believe he's done worse, and this isn't the incident related to the book but just the version he thought he could get away with, so that's my relationship finished. Well, you know this much. It wasn't from you. They don't know his home address in order to mail it. They do know where he works. So it's either a coworker who doesn't have any access to an employee file or the like, or someone that knows him enough to know where he works but not close enough to him to know where he lives. And it might not be a taunt, it might be a lure. It could be someone that wants him to consider cheating, likely with them, rather than a taunt saying, "I know you're a cheater," or it's specifically intended to cause a rift between you two, hoping he'd think you're accusing him of cheating and you getting paranoid enough to do so. Thus giving them an opening toward either of you. £13 is a small price to pay to screw over someone's life. I can't imagine anyone would send that without there being truth to it. Curate, this is poison taking effect. Just return it. It has an option through Amazon to offer returns and get a voucher worth the same amount of money. Edit. If you really want to find out, just use the order number on the packing slip. Hit up Amazon saying the order was marked as delivered, but the person did not receive it yet. Then ask what address it was sent to confirm it's the correct address. Say it's odd, but that you will follow up. Then say, "While I have you on the line, can you quickly check what my standard delivery address is?" And 9/10 they'll give it to you. Update. He confessed to kissing a girl and dancing with her 4 months ago, which is enough proof for me to believe he's done worse, and this isn't the incident related to the book but just the version he thought he could get away with, so that's my relationship finished. This has to be a prank or someone who really wants you two to not be a thing. Don't think he would be dumb enough to order it himself and still let you see it. I can't imagine anyone would send that without there being truth to it. You lack imagination. There's no limit to how petty people can be. How can I 25F turn my 28M on? I feel like I do some very sexy things for my husband and it still doesn't get him turned on. Some things as casual as laying in front of him with my thong on, ass out, and kinda hinting at him to make a move. Some will say just wearing the thing isn't enough, but my husband knows I don't just wear a thong every day. So he knows when I'm wearing it, it's a sign I'm ready. Another move is feeling him down, rubbing him gentle with the occasional gripping harder, trying to kiss on his neck, etc. I feel like I can never get it across to him that I want sex. Women, how do you get your significant other in the mood? Men, how do you want your lady to get you in the mood? Update. I had a talk with him and he basically said he can't multitask with being a better husband and being sexual at the same time. I will say our previous issues have been fixed and our marriage has been doing so much better than ever. The only thing that continues to lack is sexual desire. For those saying I don't do much for him, or make him feel desired, totally not correct. I've pegged him when I don't want to. That's not my thing, but because he wants me dominate I do so. I do things out of my comfort because I know he likes it. But I just can't get it in return, hence why I'm asking how I can get him hard for me. For example, when he is hard it's only because he is in the mood. So IDK how I can cope with him not being about to multitask, being the husband he needs to be, which is just the bare minimum, or a gentleman and desire me in the bedroom. You sure he's still alive? Ask him. We don't know what he likes. If he's not being turned on by that, he's either watching too much porn or gay. I just look at my husband and he's ready, it's a blessing and a curse, tears of joy. If a healthy 25-year-old woman can't put on a thong and wave her ass in front of her husband to get his attention, then there's something wrong with the husband. He's into porn, or he's got a medical issue, or he's gay. It's not you, it's him. Some questions. Any medications that may be an issue? Things like blood pressure, antidepressants, weed, they can all kill the horny. Is the guy overweight or gained weight? Possibly some insecurity or depressive issues. If completely healthy, you may just need to outright ask. I've had to ask my boyfriend the same thing. Turns out, my boyfriend just doesn't really enjoy penetrative sex. They still enjoy a handjob though, lol. Maybe he has some kinks you can both get into. Just be forthcoming and hopefully you'll get back into a good rhythm.